Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to Baltimore's Talking Live. I'm your host, Dr. Q. Co-host is Aaron Green. He's taking a couple of days off. He just got that stomach flu. So here we are already in season 3, and people calling out sick. But that's typical. It's usually first week of school when you go back to work, or the second week of school when you go back to school. There's always something wrong with you that wasn't wrong with you before, or you're just plain selling wolf tickets. But who knows? But we'll be looking for him on Thursday if everything goes well. If not, I guess the wolf ticket. Anyway, phone lines are open, 917-889-8825. Again, it's 917-889-8825. Now, later in the episode, we're talking about dear white people and dear black people. And I definitely should send off some letters and some shout-outs to get people on the right track. And maybe you have some letters that you'd like to send, call them out on their bullshit. Because there's a lot of bullshit going on right now in the government, in the city, and sometimes in your own neighborhood and in your own family. Let's not forget about that. Oh, no. So, without further ado, let me answer a question that came in about a comment that was said yesterday in regards to the MTA mobility driver. Question was it somebody that they knew, and if the case is solved, why are they still talking about it? The unofficial news is a ticker of all information. It may be factual, but it's all considered unfounded, which means it's gathered information that has not been corroborated with anyone. So just because it's not been corroborated does not mean it's not truthful. And even if it was corroborated, sometimes they don't give you permission to talk about it because it may influence the direction of the investigation. So that's why it's considered unofficial news. And that's where the president comes from when he talks about fake news, because that's the news that is officially given, even though it may or may not be truthful. For example, unofficial news might be a man in a red suit going down the chimney, dropping off president's children. That's unofficial news. The official story might be Santa Claus visiting the neighborhood without his sleigh. Now, where did the name Santa Claus come from? Who told you Santa Claus was going? But this is the official, unofficial news, which was or was not corroborated, was a man in a red suit. Could have been the devil. So this is where we, as the media, have to decide and decipher what it is we want to put out there and not put out there. Because we want to always maintain being a reputable source of information. Now, if you just spout rumors and gossip, then you're just a gossip cow. You're no more than Wendy Williams. You know, they want something that has been corroborated. Even Joan Rivers, the queen of gossip, was famous for just putting stuff out there that was not corroborated. But it sounds good, and people went along with it. So to clear that up, we don't know if it was a case of road rage. Unofficially, it's a case of road rage. I wasn't there, so I don't know. I'm just reading a menagerie of details, a menagerie of reports. And the headings, it talks about road rage. Like out of 20 things, 14 of them are saying road rage. One is saying something about attempted hijacking. One is saying attempted robbery. So I went with the most populous, which was road rage, and decided to spill that one. It could very well have been a robbery, but the majority of them were saying this, so I repeated what the majority was saying. To err on the side of caution, you know. Tales Unfold will get a firm definition of what it was. That's that. And it'll be coming from AP News. That's all I can tell you. So I hope that clears up your question. Thank you for your question. Right now, we're going to take a quick break. It's supposed to be snowing again. So I thought today was the last day of the snow, but I guess it's going to be snowing again, and what's out there will freeze over. And then tomorrow, we should be ice-free, hopefully ice-free. Get on my nerves, ice. So we'll be right back, 2 and 2, with the Black History Minute. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Thanks for listening.
Sun don't shine.
All right, all right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's settle down, settle down. Welcome, folks. You're listening to Baltimore His Talk Live, and we're ready for the Black History Minute for February the 2nd. On my list, I don't have a February 2nd, but I do have February 3rd. Matter of fact, let's go back a couple. Do the January 29th, which we didn't get. Francis L. Cardozo elected state treasurer of South Carolina, January 29th, 1872. Now, if you were in the Washington, D.C. area, what they call Chocolate City, the school that's called Cardozo High School was named after Francis L. Cardozo. And it's a shame how a lot of these schools named after black people wind up run down and full of gangs and just dilapidated. It makes me wonder. When you go to the white schools, they keep them up. When you go to the black named schools, they tear them down. It reminds me of the days of Jim Crow. Maybe they were onto something. Maybe that should be the next devil's advocate conversation. But Francis L. Cardozo, this is your Black History Minute. Now, we usually jump into the job announcements, but Green is not here to do the job announcements. So, unfortunately, we'll have to do without the job announcements and just move on to. I know. He let us down, but he'll pay for it. So we'll go into the Dear White People, Dear Black People. And let's first start with the Dear Black People before I knock out the white people. Let's knock out the Dear White People, the Dear Black People. Dear Black people, tiring by now to still keep wearing tight pants around your thighs with your drawers showing. I don't know who came up with the fashion. I don't know who came up with the fad and who named this something to do with black people. Because it's not. It's actually something to do with homosexuals. Can you imagine somebody walking around the house, wants some dick in the butt so bad, they just walk around with their pants around their thighs and the drawers showing, trying to advertise the booty, but you're going around calling yourself a man with your booty hanging out. And then, not only that, but you're walking around with your son with his booty hanging out. Like, good God, if I can't get the dick, you'll get the dick. You know? And that's what you basically are saying. And the criminals that know this, laughing at your dumb ass, and Satan sitting back laughing and saying,